A neshama, a soul, is truly a piece of the one above. And as we learn, it's mamash, it really is a piece of Hashem. Not in an analogy, not in a simile, but it really is a piece of God Himself. Just like a child comes from the parent and was once a piece of them, is now his own separate entity, but nonetheless he's still tied to his parent and is still united with his parents by virtue of the fact that he was once from him and is still actually a part of him. He just now sees it as he's his own separate entity. But when you really look at the big picture, he was still always a part of that parent that he came from. He still comes from that parent. So the same is with God, and even more so. Because God created the heavens and the earth. So even when we have the illusion of being separated from God, we're still truly unified with Him. And actually part of our soul, if you've learned Chassidut or Kabbalah, you know that actually part of our soul, in the highest two levels, or sometimes with very high tzaddikim, maybe they could access the higher levels, but with most people, part of their souls, the two higher layers of our souls, are still with Hashem. They're too holy to be in this world. They're not able to be in our bodies, for we are not at the level to be able to hold them, to be able to encompass them. So part of our soul is still with God. Now even part of the level that's within us is truly a piece of God, but it is a piece of God in exile, meaning it's been given also an animal soul tied to it, an animal soul to kind of block the truth, to give us physical desires, to give us animalistic desires and lower desires, egoistic desires. And the reason for that is not to bring us further away from Hashem. No, it's only in the beginning it seems like we're further away from Hashem, but by being able to serve Him with this physical body, with this physical soul attached to our godly soul, that gives us the ability to transform the animal soul from animalistic to it itself being holy. Because when we do a mitzvah, we don't just do a mitzvah with our godly soul. We take the animal soul with us and we transform it to do goodness and good deeds. And that is the highest level of service of Hashem. Far higher than just a soul when it's with Hashem and it's receiving the rays of Hashem's light, of Hashem's wisdom, and growing and learning Hashem's Torah in a spiritual realm. There's nothing like that in terms of the growth. The Torah, you could learn every second there. But in Hashem's eyes, Hashem derives so much more pleasure, and there's so much more growth done when a mitzvah is done in a physical body, because it takes the physicality, the klipa, it takes the evil in the world and it transforms it into light. And there's nothing like the transformation. So that is the point, my friends. When you're having a bad day, you have to remember that actually your soul is a piece of God Himself and comes from the highest dimensions of this existence. A soul is higher than an angel, and Hashem adores our souls. He misses us. He wants our attention, and that is why we could give Him attention in this world. And that's the greatest thing. Even though it seems like He's far, He's really right here with us at every moment. And by doing mitzvahs and by serving Him, we are connecting to Him, we're revealing Him, and we're fulfilling His mission for us and Himself. Well, us for Himself, yes, in this world. And then, when we really merit the coming of Mashiach, not only will we see God like before we were born, but we will see Him in a way that's even more than before, because it will be through the physical body, which will be completely transformed into holiness. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. Have an amazing week.